Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. After slight delays, we are here. In the blue, in the bottom left of Beckett Industries is your blue Terran from Shopify Rebellion. His name is BYUN. In the top right, he's back. It's been a while since we have seen him, but he has been on the return. He has been playing some very good series from what I've seen over the past few weeks. He was picked up by DPG. It's the Red Protoss in the top right of Beckett Industries. Hero. I'm excited, man. I have not got to cast any Hero games. I have not got to see a lot of them. I have seen Hero play well. I've seen him take some very, very good series off of some very good opponents, and that has been very entertaining to watch. So I'm excited. Now, of course, I don't believe this is Team Liquid Hero. This is CJ and his Hero. So the Smiling Assassin is back. Got back a few weeks ago. I'm not exactly sure on the timing of when he did return from military service, but has been playing quite a bit of StarCraft too. And I've seen multiple series actually of him against BYUN. They've faced off quite a lot in recent tournaments. They've been playing against each other quite often, in online events especially. But starting off on this best of three, Beckett Industries, of course, a very Terran favored map, and I don't think Hero wants to let BYUN do any of those dangerous tank pushes that you normally see. So we got a proxy pylon down on the map, and this wall off here at the front. A bit of a fake because that is a zealot on the way, and well, you don't normally get a zealot if you're planning to just sit back and take your natural expansion. So we'll see as this probe just waiting by. This might be a Stargate, could be a Stargate or a Robo Facility. Either of those buildings are usually what you'll see in this kind of a game, and there we go. Stargate is placed down. Shield batteries are probably going to be to follow. This is going to be the Void Ray Rush from Hero, and we'll see how BYUN handles this. There have been Terrans in the past that have handled this extremely well, but BYUN, I actually haven't seen his response to it, and he hasn't scouted this out, which is so massive. Went, scouted out the top side here for a proxy, which is usually a good thing to do, but did not check the third base, and did not check for this super close location, this ledge that is so easy to proxy on. Should see it now, but well, the shield batteries are already up, and that does mean that this is going to be a very big issue for BYUN. Immediately the bunker goes down. Factory is done already, so that is going to be the tech lab already going down, but now you have an Adept and a Zealot pushing down the front. Supply depots are going to start to get pushed, and well, the Marine can't really fight one-on-one versus this Adept. It's going to be a hard hold for BYUN. Has 3 more Marines, or has 2 more Marines now for the hold, and this should be able to push back the Adept. The micro from Hero off the start is good, not able to get the SCV though, but that first Void Ray already on the way. Magfield Accelerator is the response, and so far BYUN not taking a ton of damage. The worry is, of course, now this Void Ray is out, how well can you hold, and that's immediately going to be a supply depot down. Next, Hero going to look for the reactor. That's Adepts shading on in. Let's see what damage they can get done, but there's already a Cyclone out here. Just going to look for Marine kills, but there's a nice cleanup there, and that's a lot of usefulness out of the way for Hero. Again, right now, those 2 Adepts were what was stopping the Marines from pushing, but now that those have been committed, it is just these 2 Void Rays. The bunker is up, and it's in a very solid position to stop the Void Rays from pushing along with the Cyclone. And there's no way for Hero to access that tech lab to try and shoot it down with these Void Rays, but with that being said, gonna be pushing in here, get a few kills onto some SCVs, has to pull back the first Void Ray, but BYUN not pushing out the Marines does mean that slowly Hero has to be careful. And this push and pull is it's gonna slowly start to head in favor of the Terran. Back at home, or sorry, not even back at home. Right here by the proxy, you do see Hero popping down the gateway. He is not going for an expansion. He is not going to try and transition out of this into any additional tech. It is going to be continued Void Rays and then probably Stalkers alongside it. This is such a risky play though, as Adepts diving in once again, going to be trying to focus down the SCVs, and now it is the Void Rays onto the Cyclones, both of them going down, and the Void Rays are going to get out. A super good commit. The Adepts are still alive. That's 3 SCVs going down, 2 Cyclones killed before Magfield accelerated, and now the bunker gonna get focused. Hero playing this so well that, oh, Void Ray gets so low. but BYUN just does not have the ability to push this back with the forces that he currently has available. 3 more Adepts gonna come in. The Cyclone is gonna get focused down. Hero makes the moves where he needs to, takes game number 1. It's been great where I've been working, but you know what? Sometimes you're watching a GSL and you're like, I really miss casting. I really miss it. And that has kind of been the feeling for the past 3 weeks or so. But luckily, I will be back for a few events. Not as much this week, but hopefully there will be a large chunk of casting done next Saturday, I believe. At least what we have planned. Lots of events going on, lots of fun things in store. And we'll see how it all goes. But Hero, not going to be going with any proxy pylons this game. Nope, nope, nope. It's just going to be very simple. Gate, gases out, going into the expansion. BYUN should recognize at this point that this is probably just a nexus after the gateway, with 2 probes down here denying, and he will eventually see it pop down. Never mind, Cybernetics scored first from Hero. And the Cyber first, it does just allow the Protons to be a little bit more aggressive. It's nothing that really has a massive impact with the timing on it, because it was so close to when the Nexus was placed down. And usually, of course, in TV, or in TVP especially, you have started to see a lot of top Terrans shy away from Reaper openings. A lot of them have been realizing, hey, I can just get the scouting information that I need with Marine or with my SCVs. I can go straight to Marines and my add-ons and just have a lot quicker pathway into my tech than what I otherwise would. Now, BYUN in this game is going for a very similar opening as the last, an early factory and then into the CC, as the Marine opening does allow. This means there's going to be a bit more flexibility with the build, and with his opening harassment options, especially, even off of 1 gas. You'll see this immediately swapped over, and then the real question is going to be, is it going to be a starport into Widow Mines? Probably not, with only 1 gas. Probably going to see Hellions come out, actually. Which would be interesting, as there we go, 2 Hellions on the way. And then the starport should be added on very quickly here to just give BYUN that flexibility of saying, hey, I can push these Hellions in at the front, I can poke around and make sure you have defenses, but I also can build a medevac and have that airlift option into the main. And Oxide, of course, being such a large map, it is very good for this. You can pick up here, go directly into the main base, you can access the natural from the 3rd location, as well as just going directly up from this ramp. Now, Hero has decided to go into the starport, or the Stargate, sorry, and will be going into Phoenix play, which is not something I've seen in, it's not something I've seen in PvT in a while. So that's exciting. We'll see how it does end up panning out for Hero, as well he has been mostly unharassed this game. We do have Widow Mines out for BYUN, going into a total of 4, but the Viking is the response for him. Just wanted to play defensive, wanted to make sure if an Oracle does come out, he has an answer for it. But that is not on the docket for Hero. Nope. Hero going straight into the Phoenix production is going to be trying to make sure he has plenty of defenses available, and he has plenty of early game harass options with those Phoenix. They are one of the best early utility that Protoss can get in the air alongside the Oracle. It allows them to pick off Widow Mines, you can pick off medevacs. It is pretty much just the best defensive tool alongside probably Blink Stalkers. And it does mean that Hero here going to be getting into the Robo facility. Should be adding on the 4th base rather quickly, but there is actually a forge as well, so it is going to be slightly delayed with the Twilight Council. Gonna get that tech up and then get into the expansion, get into the macro cycles. BYUN has landed the 2nd base, has tank production on the way, gonna be soon. It looks like, not sure if that's going to be for a Raven or not off the starport. I do like Ravens in TVP. Just the flexibility that they allow with the anti-armor missiles and everything is very nice, but that is not, in fact, the build that BYUN is going for. This is similar to the Widowmine drop opening that was pretty popular a few months back, where you would see 3 Widowmines and a medevac, 2 tech labs, and then the swap off into reactors for stim and combat shields. So it's a very similar variation of that build. This pretty much what this allows for. Sorry, that the Hellions, that early defense, and then the Widow Mines as well can shut down any air play that does come out from Hero. And from that, it's going to be +1 attack, it's going to be stim, it's going to be combat shields, a whole lot of Marines, Widow Mines, and Medivacs, which will allow BYUN to hit, I believe, right around, he should be hitting timing at 6:45 or so, maybe a little bit later, around 7 minutes, as Hellions going to try and sneak on in here, see what they can see, and Phoenix do shut it down, but now BYUN knows, yes, there are Phoenix on the way. And there's a decent amount in the sky. 5 already is a healthy count. It's about what most Protoss are comfortable with sitting at. It is very quick to, as you see, to kill those Hellions, to kill Widow Mines, and to shut down Medivacs. Any more than that, it does start to get to be a bit expensive for how much value you can get, and it's a lot more of a commitment, especially as you're transitioning into Colossus, as Hero is doing with the Blink. Widow Mines are burrowed. We'll see. Nice shot there already. Gets all of the shields. And the second Widow Mine. I love this positioning from BYUN. Tucks one behind the refinery, one behind the barracks. Immediately eliminates 2 of the Phoenix, and now suddenly it's a lot harder for Hero to really push across the map with these units. He can, he can press with them. He can try and shut down drops, but these Phoenix, their value is much diminished, and they really only got 1 SCV for that. As there's the scan at the 3rd. BYUN knows exactly what is going on. Drop going to be heading out as well. This should be a really strong attack from BYUN. If he also pushes out with his other, group of units towards that 3rd base, could get a lot of damage done. That's what I'd love to see. Is Marine Marauder are going to be moving out. The Viking is with them, but the Medevac's staying at home, as here comes the double drop on into main. BYUN trying to pounce, going to be able to pick up 2 Stalkers, 3 now, as Worker's going to start to go down. Medivacs will be focused by the Phoenix, which means that there's not a lot of escape options here for BYUN. And there we go, all of the Medivacs going to get cleaned up. It's 9 Workers killed, it's Stalkers eliminated, but that is it, as here comes the second push into the 3rd base. Slightly delayed on the timing, but it's still good. No Medivacs, but this means that the stims make this bio extremely weak, as, nice drags. Gets a little bit of splash damage on the bio, but that is all the Phoenix eliminated. BYUN, 10 Workers go down, more hits onto the army of Hero. And sure, he's trading out army for army, but you can't help but feel like this is absolutely worthwhile for the Terran. Gets 10 Worker kills, gets a lot of Stalker kills, knows exactly what the army is for Hero as well. And he can start transitioning into an army that he is much more comfortable with. You see tanks are already on the way. You have the +1 armor that's going to be finishing up in about 1.5 minutes. And then alongside that, 2 more barracks going down, and I'd love to see that Viking production start up again from BYUN. But here comes the push. This is the dangerous part about, pushing out as aggressively as BYUN does, losing 2 full, or 3 pretty much full Medivacs of units in that trade, is that Hero does have a large army. It's 3 Colossus. There are no Vikings available for BYUN. It is tanks, it is Widow Mines, and it is bio, but that is it. He has a choke point here with the 3rd base, but this is a strong army from our DPG Protoss, and we'll have to see if BYUN can hold. The SCVs are already going to be pulled, but there's the blink on top of the tank, and it goes down. The choke point not really working out here for Hero, as a lot of the bio is pulled back, but this is still a massive army. The Colossus are just going to walk straight on up to that tank and kill it. 1 Colossus does go down, but I don't think there's enough here for BYUN. He committed too hard, and if he had defenses back at home, if he had more tanks back at home, maybe there was a chance for him to hold, but Hero just has too much. He has the killer instinct. BYUN, he's gonna get eliminated. 2-0 for Hero, and he will take the series.